You might not be able to tell by the look of the building, but the workers here are recipients of this year's Red Cross Real Heroes Award.
I think everyone, and myself included at our office, feel like every day we're trying to go out there and work with victims. That we really, it can be hard, it can be straining to work in a field where that's constant. Every person I come in contact is usually in crisis. And so a lot of the work we do, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, is dealing with people that are probably at their, rock bottom.
Captain Kitely of the Ellensburg Police Department is the one responsible for the nomination for the Aspen staff. He believes it's an opportunity to give recognition where it is well deserved.
I've never come across a group like Aspen that is so responsive and so active and so quick to respond and give help to those who need it. What they do is vitally important. I mean, there's no question in my mind that their intervention, their assistance, their help, and the advocacy that they provided has saved lives.
The Red Cross uses this event as one of their main fundraisers for the year. There are 13 categories and recipients for Kittitas County. There is also a chance for Red Cross to show that there are people like Katie and her staff making a difference in our own backyard. A historical corridor could mean new economic growth for the community and provide a bridge from the industrial part of town to downtown.
In some ways, the idea of a corridor has been around for some time, and that it's all those physical transportation connections. It becomes a linkage. It's not really a district. It's a theme that plays that transportation has come across here, whether it's walking, the trains, cars, all of those things play into a different level. But the linkage between the train station, which is one visual end, and the hospital, which is another visual end, is played out to the development of the community.
Property owners have concerns with costs of road repairs, but know that it could help bring in extra business.
Well, we're for historic preservation. We have some reservations as far as what requirements would be placed on businesses as far as upgrading our facilities. We are responsible for any sidewalk improvements 100%, and those do not benefit us in any way other than maybe looking pretty. So that cost is something that the businesses would have to absorb. And some of the businesses along this corridor have lengthy stretches of sidewalk that may have to be replaced, and it's very expensive to do that.
There needs to be a 51% approval from property owners before Ellensburg Landmark and Design Commission can take the next step and recommend changes to City Council. November is American Diabetes Month, and Kittitas Valley Community Hospital is hosting 2 educational events for the community to attend. Friends of the Northern Pacific Depot have raised more than $500,000 for the Ellensburg Train Depot. They assumed ownership of the building in January 2011.
Hi.
So what is the problem with the Kittitas County budget this year?
Well, there are smaller amounts of funding coming from state and federal this year. The state budget is making an additional $1.7 billion cut to budgets on top of the $4 billion cuts last year. County Commissioner O'Brien says that contrary to Governor Gregoire's belief that counties are not giving up enough, the county has been giving up plenty. There's about 5% less in revenues this upcoming year, but a 10% increase in spending.
Kittitas boys basketball team will play at White Swan on Friday night. The Coyotes were defeated by Riverside Christian 66 to 45. Isaac Johnson led the Coyotes with a game-high 21 points. Nate Van Tunen led the charge for Crusaders with 16 points. KHS sits in the middle of Central Washington 2B Conference with a 4-4 record. Coming up after the break, we will go back to Nick in the Weather Center with your Wake Up Weather, and we'll show you the Kid Pick of the Week. Stay tuned.
Ready?
The county has planned 5 public meetings to address the need for a flood control zone in Kittitas County. The first meeting, held on February 23rd, drew more than 40 citizens to raise awareness. For more information, you can visit the Kittitas County Public Works website.
Gonzalez requested a reduced bail, but Superior Court Judge Scott Sparks denied her request. The state objected on grounds that she didn't understand the seriousness of the charges as well as being a flight risk. The minimum sentence Gonzalez will receive if found guilty of both accounts is 36 to 48 months in prison. Sanchez and Gonzalez will have their pre-trial on February 3rd. This is Hannah Dahl in Ellensburg reporting for Newswatch.